Hey, I'm Nathan. I'm majoring in computer science at ASU.
Hey, I'm Ayan. I'm a sophomore at ASU and I'm majoring in computer science as well.
So now, as the customer has finished their meal, the waiter will come and takes the wastage and puts it over a platform which can have two different sensors. One is image recognition sensor and the other one is weightage sensor. So the image recognition sensor senses the type of food that is being wasted, and the other sensor would weigh the wastage, and that data would be sent to an online server that we have used, the thingspeak.com, which sorts the data in channels and also provides us with the Excel sheet or the data included. And that data can also be accessed by the customer's app as well as the restaurant's database to keep track of the food that is being wasted. This is the template that we have right now of how the restaurant's database could look like. So the columns would be of the number of days and the rows would be the food item. And the coordinates would give us the weightage that is being wasted at that particular day of that food type.
Hey, so today I'm going to be telling you about how we can save food at the restaurant level. Our friends in Belfast have already explained to you how the app manages to restrict the person and make him save food. Okay, so I'm just going to run you through one scenario. So our scenario is that let's say a person goes to a restaurant every day for let's say 30 days a month, and he orders like let's say medium fries every day, alright? And he wastes all of them, at least some of them sometimes. And at the end of the month, he has 30 pounds wastage. So in this app, once it's implemented, will restrict him, and this 30 pounds will go down to 10 pounds, it will go down to 5 pounds. And the lesser he wastes, that means the restaurant has more food in their inventory, right? So that means they're going to order lesser and lesser food from the factories. So this leads us to a very important cycle right there. This shows us that the consumer has its own loop and helps save food at its own level. Then we go on to restaurants, and then restaurants go on to factories, and factories go on to very basic level agriculture. And you see this loop, you're saving food at every stage. Alright? And one last thing I'm going to be talking about is that how this food wastage, which we are trying to solve right now, helps us save so many other resources, like let's say water, let's say gas, let's say electricity, all the resources that are used to make food. Alright? So as you see, that's the COM pod right there, and it's telling us to enter a button. So this button that we have entered right now is like a category button, and the longer we hold, that's the weight amount right there, 220.30. And somewhere in this bar chart towards the very end, you see the 220.3 thing. Yeah, it got updated to the server. So this basically means that this code right there uploaded the data to this ThinkSpeak using the API write key. Now the app can read this data using API.read.
We have created an Android and iOS app that the user can use to order food from restaurants. Let's say Nando's, for example, where they put in the table number they're in and the hunger level. So depending on your previous hunger level and how much food we have wasted, we use machine learning and the algorithm that the Arizona team has developed to optimize for the least food wastage and recommend which items you are most likely to finish depending on your hunger level. If you don't like those items, you can select other items from the menu. Let's say we choose 5 chicken wings, for example. The order is now sent to the restaurants where they will prepare it and send it to your table. After you have finished with your meal, the waiter can use the apparatus that the Arizona team has developed to measure the weight and send it to the database using an API. We then query the database using an API, and this is all your previous orders and how much food you have wasted. And this is live data we're fetching.
For example, is 2 tomatoes, and this is the waste food. For example, only 1 tomato is left, and then run the code. It turned out that half size is okay, and then the data will upload to the big data to a database, and the left part is for my teammates segment.